Oh shit, listen up, all in one row. Everyone will get in. But orderly formation, recruits. Give us weapons, we want to fight for the Holy Crusade. You will receive weapons. The recruitment area is being prepared right now. You can enter in a moment. I'm proud of you. Thanks to you, the last able-bodied people from all over the world are flocking to the castles of the Holy Crusade. This is mankind's last stand. How can these recruits survive a battle against the vampires? The training will take months. Forget your greatest asset, the book. Just keep it near the soldiers and they will quickly become more powerful. Yes, with this they will soon be able to feel the magic inside them and begin the fight against the vampires. That's right. Keep the book here in the castle and guard it as your greatest treasure. Soon you will have powerful servants in the fight against the vampires. And with every dead vampire, the Crimson Realm will fill up with more juicy blood spirits. But you should avoid using strong Elras magic for now, at least until we have achieved our goal. No one will be able to stop us. We will lead mankind to victory. No one will ever give us orders again. That's right, I am destined to lead mankind and destroy the vampires. Take care of the king and the recruits. I have one more thing to do before we strike the final blow against the vampires. Thanks to the book, I now have what weapons we can equip our army with. I trust your plan, sister. I'll let you know as soon as your soldiers can come pick them up. Where are you going? The plan worked wonderfully, almost want to say perfectly. The first Elras soldiers I created led me to one of the Elras artifact machines, like moths to a flame. With it, I can use the blood spirits to create weapons that no vampire can stand against. And so we will send even more of them to the Crimson Realm. Look at these weak humans. Not a single one of them can fight a vampire. Can win a fight against a vampire. The extinction of mankind is only a matter of time. We will prevent the vampire's domination of this world. Thanks to the blood spirits and the Elras artifact machines, we will end this war and destroy them all, including Miles' self-proclaimed parents. It will be my pleasure to stare into their empty eyes while the rest of their bodies lie on the floor in shreds. And in the end, I will use their blood spirits to accomplish my great plan. Mankind will be victorious. We will use the stone fragment to make ourselves into what we deserve. No more existence as a vampire, no more existence as a human. It will be so much more. After all the years of suffering as a vampire and as a blood spirit, I will have my revenge. With this power, we will then free mankind from the Elras magic as well as the scourge, the scourge? What? Word of vampires, and thus finally restore order in this world. Our order. And let's continue. I'm heading out now. I will meet you later. Yeah, that's right. How weak all of you are. But I, your savior, will give you the strength you need with the book to destroy the vampires. I feel that incredible power inside me. Strong magic flows through me. I've waited long enough. Let Yena create her weapons. Now is the time to prepare, King Garador. Prepare? Edinaria, are you up here? We need to go immediately and organize an attack of the castle of a vampire named Asgal Seren. Again! This please. I've learned some incredible news. Subalter, just in time. I was wondering where you were. Lady Nyria? What the hell? Are you alright? You look so different. Don't worry about me. I feel more powerful than ever before. Are you responsible for all the people in front of the gates? We need strong men and women, not village rabble. I know what I have to do, Subalter. Don't worry. They don't need to understand my plan. You don't understand... the fuck's sake. What are you talking about? Enlighten me already and don't speak in riddles. What are these people here for? Come, accompany me to the throne room. I was just about to talk to King Garador. You want to talk to King Garador? About your plan with all the rabble? Come along and find out. After you. I'm sure you will be impressed by the news. Come. What the hell is going on here? Good question. What happened to her? I have to be really careful now. What is Lady Nyria thinking? What are all these people doing here? The training will take years before they stand a chance against the vampires. And until then, they will eat the hair off our heads. I have to raise taxes if those people are going to stay here. No, I have to stop this. Guard, bring Lady Nyria to me right now. As you command, my king. Don't bother, soldier. I'm here. Stuff is going on, Lady Nyria. What's going on out here, out there? First you tell me about the power of Vincent Veynard that changed your appearance, and now this rebel is pouring into my castle? I don't have enough food to feed all these peasants, and they won't survive a fight against the vampires either. So why are you bringing them here, Lady Nyria? Why? The time for questions is over, my king. Actions count now. What? Are you trying to lecture me? Lady Nyria, what's gotten into you? And that would be another question you're asking me. You must finally learn to listen. I don't like your tone, Lady Nyria. Whatever power you think you have now, let me tell you that I'm still in charge here and will not tolerate anyone doubting my authority. Authority? Is that what old men like you strive for? Look at yourself, how smugly you sit on that throne and think you can give orders. Enough, Lady Nyria. Whatever has gotten into you will end now. God sees her. With plenty of torture, she might come back to her senses. And if not, she will never see daylight again, Lady Nyria. The fuck's sake. And if not, you will never see daylight again, Lady Nyria. It is only because of your merits that I will not have you flogged to death immediately for something fresh baguette. Daylight. What the? Guards, stop her! What do you command, Queen? What kind of hellish magic is this? Feel the power that has been given to me. This is the beginning of a new age. It keeps on going. You miserable worms exist only to serve me. No. Do not be afraid, King Garador. From now on, you too will serve the one true ruler. Now to you, Subalter. You've been standing around in the entrance long enough. become a miserable monster. What is that godless power? Power of Vincent Maynard has taken hold of me. I will now lead humanity in the fight against the vampires. It's not human magic, but I've already killed countless monstrosities. I'm not afraid of you. For you, Subalto, I have a very special spell ready in this book. Spell book? What kind of devil's work do you have there? Well... that fucking bitch. This outrageous betrayal. In any case, she didn't do herself any favors by jumping into lava. As a blood spirit, she will only continue to suffer endless torment. She has never felt the pain in the Crimson Realm herself until now. So, this deceptively, the jump probably seemed like a way out to her. Shut up! Celine destroyed the stone tablet. The Crimson Realm is still far too merciful for that skank. We don't have the book to finally get rid of Elras Lair either. Don't you get it, wretched? Without the stone tablet, we will never get our power out of the rune of the Elras. You mean your power? Ah, mine and Elaine's power, you worm. Enough of the shouting, Asker. That's not getting us anywhere now. That filthy fucking bitch. God damn it. Alright, what do we do about the book now? Since Larius didn't have it with him, only remaining clue is this Sir Balto. How can we find that guy? And how do we know if he has the book with him? Good question. So far, all the clues have turned out to be wrong. That's enough. I've had enough of all this crap. I'll lie down in my coffin now and think about what I'll do next. You want to rest now? Are you not listening to me? I have to think and maybe gather some strength, because the rune of the Elras will probably remain uncrackable for a long time. Save that look and come along. You have no choice because of the collar anyway, so you will also lie down in your coffin. Or just stand next to my coffin the whole time until I think through the next step. I don't care. It doesn't really get us anywhere. I don't give a damn what you do in the meantime, wretched. How about you get lost and never come back? The fragments are worthless now, so I don't need to keep an eye on you anymore. Think I wanted to steal them? Save your answers, I know it's true. Sooner or later you would have tried. But because of the destroyed piece, the spell on it will never be usable again anyway. The rest of the tablet is thus worthless, even if I had found the other half of the pieces, which, by the way, are missing with the book. You can save your stupid grin. The loss of the spell on the tablet changes all my plans. Okay. That's why I'm going to think now. Come on, Elaine. Otherwise your mind will fly right out of your skull. Hopefully you don't have to think too long, because that won't get us any closer to the book either. I'll also think through some alternatives. Do what you want, but someone still has to clean up the damn remains from the attack here. You don't you dare say my name. You could have finally made yourself useful with that, but fine, I can find another solution. So what can I do for you? Get the rest of my skeletons and clean up the corpses and guts here. Yes, master, as a command. And you, Werner, you can finally make yourself useful. Search for hidden survivors of the renegade vampires here in the castle. I'm not into nasty surprises while I'm in my coffin. Why the hell would I do that? Do the dirty work yourself. The You wouldn't want Elaine to be decapitated in her coffin by a renegade vampire, would you? That's one way to get through. Good. At least you understood that. Come, Elaine. I want to ask you to. Anna, I love you. Don't worry, Elaine. As promised, we will find a solution for the caller. The faster the better. Yeah, damn Celine. If we continue down this path, we will never find the book. All these clues are worth nothing. Nothing at all. I don't think this Subalter has the book. Larius and Subalter. What is this now, please? There's Larius's corpse. If this is what I had thought in terms of if there's something with ends which ends with an S, and there follows another S, the another S is not there anymore. What was your deal with Subalter, huh? What do we even know about Subalter? Not a lot, except that he created the tattoo and built up the Temple of Blood with Larius, which should now no longer be usable again anytime soon. How likely is it that those two have the book? Larius didn't have it on him. Did he hide it? Or is it with Subalter? If Larius did have the book, we'd have definitely used it in his attack on the castle to cause maximum damage with its magic. But Larius didn't seem to know anything about it, and Subalter wasn't even here. Why didn't they attack the castle together? No, if Subalter had the power of the book, he'd have been here to take revenge on us for destroying his temple. He's a dead end. He doesn't have the book. But then who does? If only I could think more clearly, but somehow I feel strangely cold. Are these the after effects of my resurrection? Who even revived me? As happy as I am to exist in this world once more and see Elaine again, it hurts me more that I cannot help her. But why does everything feel so different? Celine jumped into the lava because she felt alone and no longer loved. It reminds me of the feeling when Aisha died in a similar way. The moment when the heart suddenly feels so empty and abandoned. When your mind understands that everything you believed in was a lie. I can understand Celine in a way. Even if it ultimately led to more pain for her in the Crimson Realm. And yet I don't care about her death. She was the one of Asgar's countless puppets, doomed to be betrayed by him at some point, like all vampires that have anything to do with him. I only share the feeling of being lost with her. What happened all these years? Why do I only remember so little? Who revived me and how? There aren't many vampires who know any of the resurrection spells. Does the one who revived me have the Book of the Errors? If yes, why did he place me right before the entrance where Elaine and Asgard found me? That can't be a coincidence. But who would bring me back and not make themselves known? All these desperate years where Elaine was searching for the resurrection spell. And now we're together again, but she's wearing that cursed collar. Even if we find the book, Asuka will never free her from it without a fight. But why did he become so weak? Why was I able to fight against him? Because it was scripted? Because I would have been able to defeat you. No vampire can attack their direct creator, and yet I knew instinctively that I could raise my sword against him. What has happened to me? What has happened to this world in all these decades? And what has happened to Elaine in all these years? How deeply has the pain of loss burned? Has burned into her? If she gets rid of the collar, will it still be the same between us as it was back then? Back then, I barely remember back then. Do I still feel the same? How much love does she expect from me? Will she end up as disappointed as Celine was with Asuka? Oh, Elaine, can I still be the person you've missed so much? Has the long time in the Crimson Realm changed me? Can I love you again the way you deserve? Or has the pain also destroyed my heart? I have to find a way to free her. Wherever the Book of the Elras might be now, we have no clue where to look. But maybe I'll find something that will help me where the Elras used to be active, where the stone tablet stood originally, the lair of the strongest Elras mages. It should be empty nowadays, after all the Elras were destroyed. If I'm lucky, it might not have been looted completely, and maybe I'll find other Elras artifacts that can help me with Elaine's collar. There has to be something, and if I find something, I will free her from the collar unnoticed while Asuka rests in his coffin. I have enough time before Asuka awakens. I should be back by then. I have to be back by then. Of course, stuff is happening here, and I'm not really sure when to cut all this. I think it will go into the second part, so I'm not really sure if I can do some side quests in here. Wait a second. Oh yeah, I can by holding. Forgot about that. Whoops. Here's the cave where the stone tablet of the Elras was hidden. The place where... Never mind. That was in the past now. The cave was full of Elras back then. Maybe I'll still find an artifact or an ancient text that will help me deactivate the collar. And those bodies are not a good sign at all though. I guess a lot of things happened here during my years as a blood spirit. I hope I can even still find anything from the Elras here. Wait! I am Velna now? You kidding? Not really sure if I actually can do that, but one thing is sure. I think there's literally nothing out here, yeah. So I have to continue onward. Just checking if there's anything sparkling around here, just in case. Nope, nothing. So, anything inside here? There's someone up ahead. This Elras Lair hasn't been a lair for a long time, apparently. Welcome to the Cave of Artifacts, stranger. What is this? Oh, it's rare that I get asked that question. Usually, whoever comes here knows that this cave is, what this cave is. And how about you tell me what's going on here? Gladly, many decades ago, this was a lair of the Elras. Legend says that Asgar Saren himself found the most powerful Elras artifact ever here. Excuse me? There are legends about that? Of course. Who doesn't know that story? But of course it's not true. If Asgar were in possession of such an artifact, he would have made himself ruler over all existing beings long ago. And as the latest rumors say, he is just a rather frail vampire nowadays who is past his prime. Well, still a story that has attracted many artifact hunters here in the past. Artifact hunters? So that's what this has become. A place where adventurers... It just seems a little bit off how that word has been worded, quote unquote, come to an attempt to find a hidden Elras artifact somewhere. That's right. The entrance fee is 5,000 villa, by the way. Excuse me? 5,000 just to get in here? Yes, that's even the reduced price. Back then the entrance fee was 20,000 villa. Maybe each artifact taken also costs extra. That comes unexpected. But don't you have any money on you? Actually, I came here to find something that could help me with a magical Elras Caller. Elras Caller? And I wish you good luck to find a suitable artifact. That will be 5,000 plus 30,000 if you actually find an artifact. And don't get the idea of secretly taking a found artifact with you. Thief is punishable by death. Theft is punishable by death. If any, let's say a particularly powerful vampire came by. How would they be stopped then? Well, let's put it this way. I am very sure that you don't want to try that. The last few vampires who tried that are hanging outside. Are there even any artifacts to still be found here? Of course. But if, contrary to expectations, you won't find what you're looking for, you're welcome to purchase one of the wonderful souvenirs we have on order. And remember that just knowing that the almighty Elras have dwelt here marks this place worth seeing. This doesn't sound like It doesn't sound like I'm still going to find what I'm looking for here. Nonsense, you'll find everything you need. Currently the tunnel to the lowest floor has unfortunately collapsed. Our personnel are already working on digging it free. But it will take a while. Well, to be honest, I don't have any money on me. Well, then just come back when you can pay the entrance fee. Who's even running the business here? Who does all the revenue? Who does all the revenue go to? Please understand that I cannot mention our manager by name. Too many scoundrels who can't pay the fee would otherwise knock on his door and beg for entry. And is there anyone who is in charge here on site? Yes, Lord Badaris? Okay. He's currently conducting investigations on the 4th floor. Lord Badaris? That's the title the Children of the Apocalypse gave themselves. Are they operating here? Well, that's correct. We've had our weak times, but by now we have developed into a thoroughly profitable community again. Sentence question mark. I used to have a lot. I used to have a lot of contact with the Children of the Apocalypse back then. Can I please talk to Lord Badaris? Well, honestly, only if you pay the entrance fee. Please, my name is Valna Darnes. I don't have any money with me, but I have valuable information that could help the Children of the Apocalypse too. Valna Darius? The Valna Darius? who was beheaded by Asker Saren himself down here? Yes. You expect me to believe that? Decapitated vampires are extremely difficult to revive. Not impossible. But very few vampires besides Asker Saren know the spell needed to do it. And even if one knew the spell, the power to cast it is so great that almost no vampire could be able to do so. I've spent decades in the Crimson Realm. Is that so? Then why didn't you lose your mind from the pain? I thought so. Don't make room for paying customers, thank you. Please, I need to talk to this Lord Badaris. Already Valnadernes. That I am. I'll accompany you down to Lord Badaris. You can tell him your story. If he believes you, your visit will have been worthwhile for us. If not, I'll hang you outside next to the other vermin. You think that's a good idea, Lyzeva? We'll see if he's an imposter. Fuck off. If he is telling the truth, he very likely has some extremely useful information for us. Alright, then I hope for your sake that you're telling the truth, stranger. Because if not... And let's go to Lord Badaris. The stairs are over there. What? She's actually there. What? Bloody Cut, Taunt, Whirlwind, of course, and Chaos Blow. Whatever. I'm mostly saving just so I don't need to do all of this again. Where are the stairs? There, okay. Since when is this cave being used by the Children of the Apocalypse? I don't know exactly. I've been here for about 10 years, taking care of the customers who can't behave. Are the bodies outside your work? Yes, I hate thieves. Is there even anything left here worth stealing? Depends on what you're looking for, I'd say. Most of the artifacts have already been taken by the Children of the Apocalypse. The remainder has been left in here to make business out of it. Well, running Villa has always been the main passion of the Children of the Apocalypse. Let's keep going. I also have other guests to attend to. There are several ways to continue over here, apparently. I'm not really sure where to go first and not. Can I even... Some things are pretty much broken, I would be saying. I noticed that you were dressed without a title, life barrier, right? No lady? I thought the Children of the Apocalypse used title for all their members. Interesting that you've noticed that. Actually, I am a kind of mercenary. I'm here to earn Villa. The Children of the Apocalypse don't accept just anyone into their ranks. Many merely work for them without being part of the community. Why don't they all become part of it? Because many, like me, prefer to remain independent mercenaries, paid by the Children of the Apocalypse, but not necessarily sharing their community code. Which is? Don't ask too many questions, go on. Is there actually anything around here? I'm not really sure, so I'll continue on. Can you tell me something about Badaris? Well, as far as I know, the Children of the Apocalypse used to be people who made money off of vampires. We know this for the since the first game. However, many vampires are now among them and thus earn their villa that way. Has the Holy Crusade attacked here yet? No, the soldiers of the Crusade are fortunately moving very slowly. Oh, not anymore. Also, wait a second. I might still have a bad feeling for next session. depending on the end of this session, still. All the soldiers who made it close have been successfully lured away by us so far. Where do the Children of the Apocalypse have their headquarters nowadays? Enough with the questions. I'd say I'd take you down to Lord Badaris. You can talk to him in at length. In at length. Sentence question mark. Keep on saying it. Not even sure where... Okay, it's not that area then. There's literally nothing over here. Wrong one, whoops. Another set. Here's the last floor that's currently accessible. Lord Badaris should be around here. What happened? Why can't you go any deeper? If I remember correctly, this cave had at least 10 floors. There was a cave in, unfortunately. Our people are working on getting the passageway cleared soon. What can be found in the lowest level today? Where the stone tablet, where the stone tablets of the Elras stood. Not much. A statue of Askar finding the stone tablet. In the past, most vampires still listened reverently to the legend of his discovery. Nowadays, Askar Siren has a bit of a popularity problem. No surprise there. Anyway, we'll be right there. Not really sure which way. I just have to find something here. I've had so much villa, I would be very frustrated. It would be very frustrating if I didn't find a single artifact. Well, good luck then. I'm still not sure where... Hello? Sorry, you currently cannot go any further here. Please go back to the open area of this cave. Fine. And apparently he's over there. Be guessing. Ah, there he is. Lord Badaris, please excuse the intrusion, but I have someone here claiming to be Valna Danis. Nonsense, he has been in the Crimson Realm forever. Not anymore. And why should I believe you? Who resurrected you? I don't know. I suffered for decades in the Crimson Realm and then suddenly awoke in a place that was unfamiliar to me and where my savior didn't show themselves. Strange. Unfortunately, there is no statue or painting of Valna Danis to prove that you really are Valna Danis, who fought side by side with Askar Saren and Elaine Freynia back then. And was decapitated by Askar in the end. Yes, that too. Need help with an Elras Caller. I have to destroy it somehow. That's why I'm here, to find something that helps me to that. He didn't bring Villa and instead offered information, important information. There we go. I understand. If you are Valna Danis, then you will surely have relevant information to offer in return for my help. But how can I rule out that you are just an imposter? I guess you'll have to be the judge of that after I'll tell you what I know. And talk. If you can't share anything useful, we'll hang you outside. I've heard that often enough now. But how do I know that you can even help me in return? Let's see. An Elras Caller, you say? I've never heard of that. Describe to me what it does. The person who wears it is involuntarily bound to another vampire and suffers incredible pain if the two get too far apart. I've never heard of such a collar. However, it does sound like typical Elras magic to enslave someone. How do I get rid of it? I'm afraid you won't find anything in here. To my knowledge, there is no artifact left here that could neutralize such a caller. But that doesn't mean there isn't a way. And what would that be? And what would that be? Not so fast. I still don't know who you really are. And whether your information is even worth me helping you. Right, how am I going to prove that I am me? Tell me something of your past, and I can judge whether you are really Valna Darnus. And if everything you tell me afterwards is true, I have no desire to fall for the lies of an imposter. My past? My blood spirit was in the Crimson Realm for the last decades after Asker beheaded me. Why did he beheaded you? According to the stories, you fought side by side back then. What happened? I have a hard time remembering. That's what an imposter would have said. What do you remember? Something happened to me, the Elras. Something had taken possession of me. They were controlling me. The Elras were controlling you? How do they do that? A shadow spirit. Shadow spirit? The soul of the most powerful Elras leaders? The Elras leaders? Those are merely legends. No, they do exist. I remember. There were more of them. The strongest leaders of the Elras. When one of them dies, the shadow spirit could escape from their body to find a new host body. I'm familiar with that story, but until now we've assumed that it was just a fairy tale, because no one has ever seen such a shadow spirit. There were only 3, and those are, yes, they, damn it, that cursed Crimson Realm and the memory lapses caused by it. Try to remember, where are those three shadow spirits nowadays? In a rune. They are banished inside of a rune. Banished inside of a rune? And where is that rune? I don't know. So you claim you have been possessed by a shadow spirit, which is why Asker beheaded you in this cave. Where so the legend says, the stone tablet of the Elras stood, supposedly the most powerful artifact in this world. It could have been like that. It doesn't seem very believable, because if Asker was in possession of that stone tablet, he would have used it long ago and would now be overly powerful. But that's clearly not the case. Do you remember the time before that? What were you doing before you were supposedly possessed by a shadow spirit? Remembering time? Alright, my dear, now you look splendid once again. But Dad, all the guys will wolf whistle me again. That's totally annoying. Oh, dearie, you should be happy you've converted. You are converted or converted, whatever that. Jeez, sneezing by the humans. And you're a beautiful girl, and with your clothing style, you really shouldn't be surprised by the boys that the boys run after you. There. Did I skip something accidentally? Whoops, maybe, not really sure. Don't worry so much about it. You're great just the way you are. I've been living here for so long now. I almost feel like a human. If it weren't for these fangs. But no one can see them. Your vampiric aura lets you look normal to the humans. And that's good, because we want to live among them. That's why you must never turn a human into a vampire. It's too dangerous for us. We've been living here for several years now. We don't know, the fuck's sake, we don't want to put our current life at risk. Our friends, our home. I get it, Mom. I'll be careful not to transform anyone. Good girl, my daughter. You're thirsty too? Well, that you mention it. Let's go and find a lonely human somewhere. Alright then, off we go. Is it only that? Several parts. In here? Yes. And I know, and I think now there is the time for you to receive your present. A present? Hidden in the closet? You could have just given it to me directly. It's important that you know the secret switch. We don't want some thieves to find the hidden drawer. Why? What's hidden in there? Take a look. The switch is hidden in the back corner of the drawer. Now take a look. And now a switch in the back right corner? What's that? A sword? And claws? As you know, vampires have many enemies. If at any time the humans in this town or anyone else finds out that we are among the last vampires in this world, we must be able to defend ourselves. But it's not just humans who could pose a threat. Vanna and I used to fight a lot of monsters. Should the guards need assistance in defending the town, we'll be ready. We've heard you say so many times now that you want to do something about the monsters outside the town. Now it's time for us to fight them together. You're too used to fight monsters? Since my transformation, you've constantly told me that peaceful life among humans is the most precious thing we have. I've never seen you fight so far. It possibly can't be avoided for all time, unfortunately. And so it's important that you learn it too. Is this here? And this here? Is your present. A powerful glaive, whatever, with which you can defeat any monster from a little distance. All you need now is a little practice with it. Then we'll go monster hunting together and make Glenna a little safer. I like this weapon. I'll kill countless monsters with it. Not so fast. Before you can fight the monsters, you need some training. How about we practice outside the town? We'll do that. And what's that strange book in the hidden drawer? It's a very old and powerful spell book. It's important for you to know that this book must never fall into the wrong hands, and no human should be around it for too long. We invite so few people to visit because of that spell book. You have to promise me that you will take especially good care of that book. It is as powerful as it is dangerous. Don't worry about it. Now we'll take care of the book together. If it's so powerful, we should really make sure that it never falls into the wrong hands. Very soon you'll show me why it's so powerful. Another time perhaps. Let's go outside now and practice with the glaive. Then we can hunt monsters in a short while. Vampire family, who are the less vampires among living among humans, and have a powerful spell book, but don't use it. It might be a touching family story, but it doesn't help me because I can't verify a single point from it, and it does sound pretty unbelievable. But that could probably apply to anything I can tell you about my past. I was trapped in the Crimson Realm for so long, and the world has changed so much in the meantime that I don't think anyone knows me anymore. That's both true and false. What do you mean by that? True is that you can't really prove your Valnadarness with that. What is wrong is that your name is no longer known. Not only the children of the apocalypse still know who you were, provided you really are Valnadarness. But what I am hearing from you is not enough for me to believe you, as far as I am able to evaluate the situation. So if you are still interested in a deal, give me your equipment and tell me more about the rune that supposedly banished the shadow spirits. What? My equipment and information on the rune? Since you can't provide that you are that you really are Valna Darnus, it's actually your fault, not theirs. Not mine, should I say. I'll take your equipment in case you're going to lie to me about the rune. The way I see it, you need information to get rid of the collar. I can tell you about a place where you could find a solution, but the Children of the Apocalypse give nothing away for free. Could find a solution? I need concrete solutions and not a hunt for invalid clues. I've had enough of that in a short time since I was resurrected. Your equipment and information on the rune. You have the choice. If you do not agree, I'll take your sword in exchange for the entrance fee to this cave and refrain from hanging you outside. What? Who do you think you are? The Children of the Apocalypse have apparently become a money-grabbing bunch of scoundrels. So what's your decision? Keep in mind, if you leave now, you will never know how to get rid of that Elras collar. And the wearer of the collar must lie close to your heart. Otherwise you would hardly be here. What do you want to know about the rune? I want to know where it is now. And since you don't know where it is, I want to swear a blood oath. A blood oath? What is that supposed to be? I want you to make an oath to the blood of the apocalypse upon your undead life that you will search for the rune and you will let us know immediately if you know where it is. Or, even better, bring it to us right away. What the hell? And what if I don't keep the blood oath? I will find you and kill everyone you love. And you too afterwards. The Children of the Apocalypse have many assassins who are excellent at their craft. I'd rather beat the information out of you than listen to such threats. Tess, if you attack me, all of our soldiers and assassins will hunt you down. Then you can suffer again in the Crimson Realm, provided that you have indeed been revived recently. You miserable son of a bitch. I'm losing my patience right now. What's your decision? Your equipment and the blood oath to the rune, or just your sword and leave immediately and never find a solution for the collar? I can only strongly advise you to accept my offer. You won't get a better one. Shit. There is another way on doing stuff, but it might take stuff longer. Not really sure. I have saved before, that's one thing. So I could be pretty much speedrunning this section if there is pretty much nothing there, so I can't do much there. Fine, I accept your offer. Good choice, and I'll now take your weapon and all your equipment. Here, thanks. Your equipment will bring me a lot of money. I hope that your information is also worth this price. There, it will lie well in here until I can get it sold. And now for your oath. And that would be: swear on your undead life and all you love that you will seek the rune and either tell us the location or bring us the rune directly. Lycepha will be the witness of your oath. Alright, I swear. I confirm your oath, and I'll remember your face. If you are not Valna Darnus, he will still find you. And now tell me already where I can find a solution for the collar. Of course, the Children of the Apocalypse always keep their end of the bargain. We've only recently found another Elras Lair, where you could find a lot of artifacts. Another Elras Lair? That isn't yet plundered by the children of the apocalypse? Well, honestly, we couldn't open the gate to enter the lair. It's sealed by a kind of magic that we have not yet been able to neutralize. A magical sealed gate? That's supposed to help me? I'm looking for a solution to remove a magical collar, and you tell me to look at the place that has a gate whose magic could not be neutralized so far? What the hell kind of a terrible clue is that? It will take me an eternity to open the gate. Even if I manage it at all. Well, that's not my problem, but I don't think you understand what valuable information I've just given you. This Elras Lair has never been opened. If you can open the gate, you will surely find fantastic things and a guaranteed solution for the collar. Do you even know that? And when I do get the gate open, you'll be ready to plunder that cave as well, won't you? It's just the way business works. But what do you care? You can even loosen the collar of the person who means so much to you. Okay. And they do, or else you won't be here. This is making me pretty angry right now. Be careful, you certainly don't want to mess with the children of the apocalypse. So what now? Shall I describe the way there to you? Unbelievable, but fine. And tell me where I can find that lair. It's not far from here. All you really have to do is fly east until you arrive at a single rock that stands to the north of a large mountain range. It pretty much has to be automated because... then I guess I'll try my luck with the magically sealed gate. And remember your oath. To forget it would be fatal for you and your loved ones. See you soon then, I guess. It was a pleasure doing business with you. Good luck with the gate and the rune. Until then, I'll bring you outside now. Come. Let's go then. This has already taken me way too much time. So it's also a bit saved here. It's been so much, sheesh. How is our plan coming along? I can tell you that Valna has had a lot of contact with other vampires by now, but not enough yet. We should take measures to speed up the process. So be it, send a message that he and his companions will understand. Lure them to an area where our plan will make more progress. As you command, Lord Valdaris. And have we been able to track down a lair with artifact machines yet? Yes, we have found what we were looking for recently. We will secure that lair now and wait for our plan to be completed. Very good. Has Elaine revealed where she hid her pieces of the fragments yet? No, I'm afraid we don't know yet where the other half are. It's only a matter of time. Either she leads us there herself, or we squeeze it out of her at an appropriate time. These clueless wretches are still looking for our book, only to then use our stone tablet. We will strike when the time is right. What about Yena and her sister Nyria? Just as planned, the incarnation progresses as Yena uses the book to create more eras. Soon there will be so many of us that we could take over this world just by our numbers alone. And through the blood spirits, our victory will be unstoppable. We will then wipe out the rest of all disgusting life by means of the stone tablet. Nothing and no one will be able to hide from us. Indeed. I'll go and prepare an unmistakable message to Valna and his worm companions. Give Nyria a push in the right direction as well to achieve our goal quickly. All steps must now be precisely coordinated. Of course, Lord Valdaris. I still need to... Everything has changed so much. The children of the apocalypse weren't criminals back then. Well, you probably know this back then better than I do. I've always known them that way. These times obviously call for different strategies. It would be better if you'd arrived in the here and now. The world is at war. It seems that's true. Also, my equipment is actually empty. Yes, pretty much just that. I can still gain stuff if I, not sure where to go. How many vampires have you killed already because they didn't keep the blood off? Yes, you ask strange questions. There must have been a good dozen of them. And you killed all of their loved ones and relatives too? You should really fulfill your oath. The children of the apocalypse know no mercy in this. Business is business. Wait, continue is over there. I hope you were useful to us. Everything has its price here, apparently. That's right, and this is where we part ways for the time being. Remember your blood oath, otherwise my blade might cut off your head. Well, see you soon then. How about same? Damn it, this was less successful than expected. I should fly back first so that Aska doesn't notice my absence. I'll have to investigate that other Elras Lair soon, when I have a little more time. I must prevent Aska from becoming suspicious of my plans. Well, that's one thing, but I'm not really sure. I think stuff will happen here. Yeah, I have to hold it again. Sheesh. And I still haven't yet upgraded, leveled up enough for, and even though I only need one battle, I think. What is that over there? Is that a note? If you want the book, come to Old Shonas. What the hell? Who wrote this message? I should discuss this with Elaine and Aska. I should go upstairs quickly before Aska realizes I've been gone. Elaine, wake up! Elaine! No need to shout like that. I'll shout when and as often as I want, got it? Only if you want me to bury my claws in your back one day. Where's that useless Val now? Be careful, Aska, I'm still stronger than you. So you weren't beheaded by a random soldier of the Holy Crusade. Too bad. No, but someone left a message outside. A message? Show me. Someone wants us to come to Altronus. If you want the book, come to Altronus. What the hell is this? Where did you find this message? It was lying in front of the entrance. And of course, you did not see who put it there. No. If this is a game of yours, Werner, you'll regret it very soon. Spare me your threats. The message isn't from me. I believe you, Werner. But who could know what we are looking for? That we are looking for the book. And who could know where the book is? It must be a trap. We should assume that, but whoever is luring us to Altronus, why do I say Altronus, knows that the book exists. At Worm Subalter? I guess we'll only find out if we go to Altronus. Altronus, jeez. I'm not going to walk right into some stupid trap. Have you thought of a better plan? We should try to find out who sent us the message. What a stupid plan, since you don't seem to have a better one. But we should really be prepared for an ambush. Then we'll take a very careful look at what's going on in the town. However, in the process, we may find out who left the message. This better not be another dead end. What are you going to do then, huh? Don't make me even angrier. Come on, let's see what's going on in again, why do I want to say the L in here? There's no L in here. Altronus. If we don't find anything there, we should ask around for Subalter and continue tracking him. I really need to kill someone. Stuff had been there and stuff, geez. Also, things should be here again. And a little bit, pretty much. Another something before I do anything else. Because I need to go first downstairs. Ah, we have you in here. So, wait a second. Where do I... Nah, I need to go upstairs again for that. No matter what, I'm still going downstairs for at least... this little something. As it is your treasury, 600. It's not even that much. Sell my silver. It's not even that much. Sell everything. And so now I'll get back my powers, you dirty rune. So pretty much even there, it's not really there. Also, I pretty much need a certain someone in my party again. For that, I need to go upstairs. Yeah, I'm going pretty much everywhere around here. Yeah, the warrior, please. Now I have all of them here, jeez. What's with you again? My savior, may I offer you some potions? How about show me? Uh, 10-3. That is pretty much that. That was that. Ah, yeah, that is... always hits 100%. Wait a second, if it's there, why is it... Maybe that's the... Wait, what? Okay, not really sure on that. I also need a little bit of something for that. I should be prepping for that. I might be cutting it short over here. But one thing I would like to do beforehand... About half an hour in here. One thing I would like to check out, what would have been there in here. Depending on stuff, if there's actually anything, it will be appended, excluding everything in terms of going over there and whatnot. And yeah, in terms of everything else, if there's nothing, it's pretty much adding it here. Okay, I'm pretty much back. I'm leaving now. Disappointing. That's a huge mistake. But well, now I'll take your sword as a substitute for the entrance fee. You may leave now. Don't do anything rash now. Fine, here it is. Thanks. There, your sword will lie here until I get it sold. Either way, it's actually just sword or equipment. You should leave now, and good luck finding a solution to your collar problem. I don't think you'll get anywhere without our help. But you'll know what you're doing. Thanks for nothing. Come on, back to the entrance. And don't come back. Would that even be possible? Not really sure. Hey you, I just hurt you guys unintentionally. I also feel robbed by the people here. There are no more artifacts here at all, so the entrance fee is purely extortionate. Is that even a word? That already makes two of us. However, I overheard that Lord Badaris muttered about another Elras Lair before your conversation. Something about a bit east of here at Single Rock. Maybe that will help you. I'll fly there later as well. Not going to be robbed by these guys. Thanks for that. Thanks. That was very useful. Stop bothering everyone here, or I'll kick you out. Alright. Come on, upstairs now. I've already wasted enough time with you. So, no matter what, I will be getting the information no matter what. So, depending on stuff, I might need to cut stuff in back again, but whatever. I'm just checking out if stuff is different or not. And if there isn't anything different, cut from here. So nothing has been changed here. So yeah, apparently stuff has been unchanged. I did everything in here already, so I would be guessing that that is pretty much it, because I would like to get some preparations done, because even though with this one we already have it that way, and I think with this it's already that. So, and even if it isn't that much, because wait. Not sure on that. I'm not even sure if we actually had money with him. I wasn't paying attention. If I actually had 5,000, maybe I wouldn't have any of that done. I don't fucking know. But either way, it's pretty much still end of the session. Yeah, I'll pretty much say that, because seriously,